correspondence, or petitions were received by the clerk's office.
Thank you very much. So now we get to our presentations, and we welcome Pulkit Gupta, TCX Energy Solar Garden. Welcome, Mr. Gupta. You have 10 minutes to present, and when you're nearing the final minute or so, Dorothy will hold up a little notice to let you know.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just give me 1 second. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for giving me your time today. My name is Pulkit Gupta. I also go by my initials, so if you'd like to call me PG, that's also fine. I'm here to talk about a simple idea, one that can change the future of Nova Scotia's clean energy future. But before we begin, I would like to talk about something important. I would like to acknowledge that we are gathered here today in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. This is governed by peace and friendship treaties, which remind us of the responsibility we carry to honor the commitments and...
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a presentation as well? Dorothy might help get that up on the screen for everyone.
Okay.
So apologies to interrupt, but we want to make sure we get the full value of your presentation.
Oh, there we go. It's moving.
There you go. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dorothy.
So I'll go again. I want to acknowledge that we are gathered here today in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. This is governed by the peace and friendship treaties, which reminds us of the responsibility we carry to honor the commitments made between peoples and to care for the land and each other. With this grounding in place, I'd like to share who I am and why I am here today. As I mentioned, my name is Pulkit Gupta. I came to Nova Scotia when I was 19 years old as an undergraduate student to study computer science in Acadia University in 2021. I grew up in Dubai, but I was born in India, and yet over the past 4 years, Nova Scotia has been my home in a way that no other country or place could be. And this is where I've learned, struggled, made mistakes, and grown up and built my life. I don't have a family here, just me. But this province welcomed me anyway, and because of that, I want to give something back, something that lasts, something that creates jobs, pride, and opportunity for the next generation of Nova Scotia. And this is why I created TCX Energy. And now that you know about me, let me show you why Nova Scotia needs this. So the challenges Nova Scotia faces today aren't just theoretical; they are real. They are measurable and urgent. Let me walk you through the first challenge. So right now, Nova Scotia relies 100% on imported solar hardware. Every panel, every inverter, every racking structure, everything is imported. That means we have no control over costs, timelines, quality, and availability of our panels. If a ship is delayed, a factory overseas shuts down, or tariff changes, our climate goals gets pushed back. We are building clean energy on someone else's schedule. A province cannot build its future on a supply chain it does not control. And that leads directly to our second challenge, the speed barrier. We need solar fast. Coal is being phased out, 2030 targets are approaching, and our timelines are already tight. But imported solar comes slowly, actually very slowly. Shipping delays, custom delays, and currency changes. By the time hardware arrives, projects slip months behind schedule. We cannot meet 2030 climate targets if we are waiting for a ship. Let's go a little deeper because the third problem hits Nova Scotia economically. Every solar panel purchased sends money, skills, and jobs out of Nova Scotia, and that's millions of dollars leaving the province every year. Nova Scotia is currently a consumer of clean energy hardware, and we have the opportunity today to become a producer. We could be sending Nova Scotian products across Atlantic Canada, maybe the rest of Canada and the world. We could be exporting jobs instead of opportunities. And finally, the fourth challenge. We have a very big innovation deficit. Without local manufacturing, we have no solar research and development, no hardware intellectual property, no recycling ecosystem, no circular economy. It will be hard to innovate if we are not building them here. Innovation follows manufacturing, and if we don't manufacture, we don't innovate. So with this in mind, what do? And that's where TCX Energy comes in with our TCX solution. Let me show you how we will fix every one of the problems directly, locally, and permanently. We will start with building a local manufacturing hub. We want to build Nova Scotia's first solar module assembly plant, a real manufacturing hub, built here, staffed here, and supplying here. With local inventory and long-term supply contracts, Nova Scotia will finally have control over timelines, costs, and quality. So like if we start it here, we will be saving 14 to 18 cents every panel, which is a lot of money. Like if you look at it, like in long, like big projects. So that's just one of the problems. Now, how do we deploy this energy quickly? We will create a rapid build-out program. We will standardize plug-and-play solar gardens, which means that a pre-engineered kit with panels, racking, inverters, wiring, and logistics, all coming together, ready for quick deployment. This means 10 megawatt solar gardens can be replicated across the province quickly and predictably, reducing delays and accelerating the coal phase out. But manufacturing and deployment are only half of the story. The made in Nova Scotia value loop, this is the most important part. We want to keep spending in province by creating long-term jobs in manufacturing, construction, operations, and maintenance. We want to partner with local colleges, Mi'kmaq communities, and municipalities for training, ownership stakes, and for long-term revenue sharing. And there's one more piece to it, which is the innovation. We will fix the innovation deficit by building a cold climate solar research and development hub, advanced racking and flag array testing, a solar recycling and refurbishment line. So this means that end of life solar panels, they will become a local resource rather than a landfill waste. And with the data from our projects, we can continuously improve the hardware and build Nova Scotia-made clean tech intellectual property. Nova Scotia can lead Atlantic Canada in solar innovation, and that brings me to what we are asking from HRM today. We are asking HRM for three things. First is land. We need support in identifying a suitable site so that we can start solar manufacturing and recycling hub. We want to partner with HRM. We want collaboration with HRM departments, colleges, and communities. And last, the municipal endorsement, also support, so that we can begin building TCX Energy's first and Nova Scotia's first manufacturing unit in Nova Scotia. And also this will help us to apply for funds through GMF, which is the Green Municipal Funds. This is not about grants, this isn't about subsidies, this is about partnership building, something that will keep many jobs and opportunity right here in Nova Scotia. We have a real opportunity to build a clean energy industry that belongs to Nova Scotians, one that creates long-term jobs, supports Mi'kmaq communities, strengthens local colleges, and helps us meet our climate goals on our own terms. Let's build it together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Just waiting to see if we've got any questions for the presenter. Councillor Austin.
Thank you, Ms. Chair. Thank you for the presentation. Just curious, and maybe I missed it there early on as I was logging in. TCX, are you a nonprofit or is it a private company?
As of now, we are just a sole proprietorship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's an interesting idea, but the main ask about municipal land, we're limited in our charter what we can do on that, especially, it's only nonprofits that we're able to do that kind of creativity with. So I don't know about that piece, but, there might be other opportunities in terms of collaboration that look different than, giving up a piece of municipal public property.
That's totally good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Austin. Councillor Steele.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you for the presentation. Really interesting concept. I wonder if you've been speaking with more the economic development department at the provincial government level, in terms of energy, the environment. I'm wondering if perhaps they would be a better target audience initially than the municipality, and then as you have your investors and you have some buy-in from other partners, it may be more appropriate. So curious as to what outreach you've made to them so far.
I did like a validation test if this idea is really needed in the province. So I just like sent emails to like all the distributors in the province, and most of them, like, they told me like what are the problems they're facing. So they were like, so the problems that I told you today, those were the main problems that people like the distributors and the installers are actually facing in Nova Scotia and PEI and Newfoundland. So that was like the main thing. The validation test was the only thing I did, and I was like, okay, I need to present this idea as soon as possible, and once I get the support letter, maybe then I can go further on the idea, because I'm more into like manufacturing. I come from a very heavy background of manufacturing, so I was like, okay, if I can present it and if I can get the support, I will just have to go to exact places where I know where I can get the machines and bring them to Nova Scotia and start producing, solar panels. So, I mean, it's just a concept right now, nothing too concrete, but I'm willing to go further.
Okay. There are business navigation services at the provincial government, and I think they would be able to sort of direct you to next steps in terms of having real conversations with potential provincial partners in that area. I think we have your coordinates. We can provide you with some of those guideposts in terms of accessing those services. So I can share that with Dorothy and she can share it with you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councillor Steele. Vice Chair White.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you for the presentation. I was wondering if you have had any conversations with NSCC. I used to work there, so it could...
In Nova Scotia, but
yeah.
I did find, like, it was luck, I would say, but I did find a professor who teaches people how to put solar panels. So he was really interested. He was like, I will come to Nova Scotia if we have to do this. And he sort of like took the role of a trainer to teach people how to put the panels all together. So yeah, that's the conversation I've had so far.
Okay. Well, NSCC does a lot of programs with,
Yep, I
with
do understand.
entrepreneurship and clean energy, so I would definitely refer you there to get off the ground too. Thanks for coming and educating us today. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming in and sharing your presentation. We appreciate it. And now we'll move on to the next item in our agenda, which is public participation. Now, as of 4:30 yesterday, there were